All right, today I just want to do a quick video on the rebuild of this raw water pump. This is off my 2013 Moomba Mojo. It's got the 5.7 liter Chevy 330 horsepower in it. It's got the Indmar marine engine. And I don't know if you can see this here, but this pump is the Indmar. And you got the 685001-1. I have this all taken apart, obviously, as you can see here. I have all the parts laid out. The only reason why I'm doing this video is I normally don't post videos like this, but before I do post videos, I look on YouTube to see how many videos of this particular thing that are on there. And the two that I watched were completely wrong, okay? So they've got you putting parts in the wrong places. So this is the only reason why I'm posting this video. First of all, this right here is the shaft that bolts to the harmonic balancer, okay? And these two bearings, they went on here, okay? They're gonna get pressed all the way down to the bottom down here. How I took these off was I took a bearing splitter. I'm a mechanic, so we have bearing splitters at my work, and we also have a press, pneumatic press, hydraulic press. And so I was able to just pull these off of there and press that out. But I'm going to show you the two videos that I saw of the guys doing this the wrong way when they were putting this back together. Okay, the first guy claimed to be a boat mechanic, and he said you have these O-ring, this washer, and this oil. It's an oil seal is what it really is. But it's the seal that goes over the shaft, and that's what normally leaks out the backside back here. It normally leaks out this backside, pours out, and that's because of that seal right there. But anyways, so this guy that claimed to be a boat mechanic said that you put the bearing on, you press that bearing down, and then you put this washer in between on here, and then you put this bearing on. That is completely wrong, okay? Do not do that. That is not the right way to do that, okay? And then the other video I saw of a guy, he has you putting, okay, he has you putting the seal down in here first. Let me just put this in here. And then he tells you to put the washer on top of the seal. That is completely wrong. That is not right. That is not the right way to do it. So I'm just going to show you how the right way to do this is. So once you get your bearings off, you get your bearing splitter or whatever pull that you pull these off, and you're going to press them back on. I don't have the parts for this one in here yet, but these are the old bearings. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this bearing on, you're going to press it on. When you press these bearings on, what you want to do is you want to hit it on the race, the inner race side, the metal part. Don't get a socket and hit it on this black part, okay? Because that's where the bearing is at. And you could damage the bearing, you could crush it, and then cause a big problem. So ideally you want to take something and you want to hit it on the metal race right there, okay? When you're tapping it down on there. So you're going to press the first one on, then you're going to press the second bearing on, okay? All the way to the bottom, till the bottom's out down here. Then you're going to take your rubber O-ring, and your rubber O-ring goes on top of that, okay? So then you're going to have to press this into here. You're going to have to press this. This is going to go in here, okay? But you're going to have to press it in there, which I'm not going to do right now because these are the old bearings. So after you press that in there, okay? The bearing's going to stick right. So after you press that in there, what you want to do is the key here is that washer. This washer goes in here and down on those tabs, and that's what supports the back of this seal, so that has a place to rest on. So you see when you drop the washer in, if I can do this with one hand, okay, you see how it sits in there all nice and flat? Then this shaft will be in here, okay, because you're going to have to press it in there. And then you're going to put this down, which would be going over the shaft. You want to do it the spring side up facing you. And another quick tip is you don't want to really, what nobody tells you, and I'm only telling you this because I'm a mechanic and I do rear main seals all the time, and I've seen guys pull transmissions out and do rear main seals. Put the rear main seal back in, they put it in dry, okay? So as soon as you crank the motor over, the crankshaft tears the seal because you got a dry surface here and then a dry surface on that seal right there. So what you want to do is just take a little bit of grease, doesn't matter, bearing grease or something to lubricate the inside of that seal before you put it down on there, okay? So you have the washer, this will be in there, okay? Then you're gonna drop that in there, spring side up. Okay, then you're gonna put your impeller in there, okay? And then obviously you know what goes next, the cover, okay? And then the screws. So I just wanted to clear that up because there was some confusion online about these guys where they put this washer. Apparently this washer right here messes everybody up, okay? So that's basically how it's done. And that's really all I wanted to say. So any questions, you can just put them in the comment section and I'll try to answer them.